Hey guys. Alright, so don't even know if this is working. If you jump on, could you please give me a thumbs up that you can hear me, because I'm trying out a different setup because I am traveling. So I want to see if anybody pops up real quick. I'm going to give it a few moments here. Sorry about this. I'm actually traveling for work. I'm in another state, and so I'm not at my house. I'm not near my cameras. Well, not my cameras, because I use my phone as my camera, but I have lights that kind of light up a little bit, give a little bit more exposure so you can see me better, and so I'm not doing that. At home, I actually have a lapel mic that actually goes all the way, it goes across the ground and up to my phone, and I don't have that. I'm trying a wireless microphone. So if you're seeing this, please give me a thumbs up that you can hear me. I know a few of you are on. Please give me a thumbs up, because if not, I gotta figure out how to fix this. Okay, well, I don't know. You know what? Maybe I should look. No, I'll leave my laptop. Now, I'm going to grab my laptop real quick. Hey, can anybody hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, or an okay, please. Alright, never mind. My laptop just told me that I've got volume. Okay, let's kind of put this together. My cards, I've got note cards, and they are out of whack. So, as I was saying, I'm traveling, and because I'm traveling, I don't have all my fandangled stuff. In fact, my note cards, my sister-in-law, I'm staying at her house, I asked her if she had any 4x6 cards that I could make note cards out of, and she's like, no, but I've got photo paper. And I'm like, no, that's too expensive. She's like, I've got tons, so you can have them. So my note cards are made from photo paper. See, you gotta improvise the best way you can. So as you're building your business, you know, it's really weird seeing yourself and watching it live. So if you ever get a chance, you know, doing these live Facebook Lives is it's fun. All right, I love being in front of people. I love talking to people. My wife thinks I'm a total schizophrenic, because not schizophrenic, but a psychopath. Psychopath, that's what it is. My wife thinks I'm a psychopath because we'll be standing in line at the grocery store, and I'll just start talking to people. You know, just, hey, how's your day going? What's going on? That's a lot of food you got, you know. She's like, would you shut up? You're embarrassing me. And so this is fun for me. I know it scares a lot of people. The first few times it did scare me, because I wasn't sure how I was going to go about doing this. Liz told me she actually has kind of an outline that she does. Tiffany Lambert, who is doing this 90-day challenge. Way to go, Tiffany. Woohoo! Good job. She's kind of got an outline. My outline is more along the lines of my takeaways that I'm kind of figuring out and learning. And I use these note cards to help show you how my takeaways work. So So that's kind of how I'm working through it. It may change, it may evolve as I'm doing this. Today I saw Ross Goldberg, awesome Facebook Live. He was talking about the mistakes that he learned as he was doing video SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. And the lessons he learned, the mistakes he made, and all sorts of stuff. Phenomenal video. I'll post a link in the comments. It was a great video. Anyway, excuse me. So these Facebook Lives, they're going to be fluid. They're going to be ever-changing, possibly. So hopefully I can keep a framework. I do ask you, if you have any questions, any curiosities, really. I know that a lot of my friends are watching this. Maybe I've tagged you, maybe I haven't. Please share the video. And then once it's shared, if there's any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll actually address them on the next Facebook Live, which will be tomorrow night. This is day 3. Wow, I survived 3 days. And so, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. So, really got 4 takeaways. As I stated yesterday, here's my first takeaway. Hey, look, it actually works properly. LiveWithJohnBrewer.com is now live. All right. You can actually go over there. You can sign up. And I do have a double opt-in. What's a double opt-in, John? Well, a double opt-in is this. You put your name and your email address and you hit submit. All right. A message goes out to my autoresponder, which is Aweber. And then Aweber sends another message back to your computer and says, hey, show this web page. And I have a thank you page with a video of my ugly mug. And basically I just say thanks for joining me on my 90-day challenge. If you've joined me after my 90-day challenge, thanks anyway. Throughout this process, I want to thank you and for joining me. But I do need you to double opt-in, or I need you to confirm your email address that you want to receive tips, tricks, and recommendations from me and these videos. So, basically what I then do is say, hey, go over to your email address, click on the link, and then once you click on the link, it'll actually take you to my blog, which is IamJourneyWithJohn.com. If you go to that website directly, just an FYI, it's not finished. It's still missing stuff. I'm working on it. It is a work in progress. That's one of the biggest frustrations I struggled with in my business. I wanted everything perfect. I wanted everything done before I even started talking about it because I didn't want people thinking that I wasn't good or anything like that. You know, really, when you have your own business, it's important to have a framework in place, and we'll talk about frameworks, and the framework that I'm using, or that I'm trying to work my business through. But it's important that you act, start doing something, and in the starting and the doing of it, you'll actually succeed. You'll be able to gain further experience. I can't tell you the number of times that I've created a foundational funnel to drive traffic to, and then never drove any traffic to it. I don't know how many times that I've started working on a product. I think I've got 4 or 5 products that I've personally worked on. I didn't buy ready-made. I've got a couple of ready-made products that I bought. But personal products that I've worked on, and they're probably about 75 to 95% finished, never launched them. Do you know why? Because I felt like it had to be perfect. Hey, Terry. Really, that's the biggest catch-22 that you're going to have as a business owner. You can't have it perfect. You can have it done, and you can have it out there, ready to sell, and then fix things as you're going. And that's kind of what I'm going to be doing with the new framework that I'm working out. LiveWithJohnBrewer.com. I'm going to post this up here again. livewithjohnbrewer.com. That is going to be my one of my foundational funnels. In reality, I'm going to have about 3 to 6 foundational funnels, and I'll kind of explain why here in a little bit. But the foundational funnel, and that's actually takeaway number 2 today, foundational funnel. The foundational funnel is where you have a web page. It's called a squeeze page, a landing page, an opt-in page. It has a couple of different names to it, but you'll have, I don't even have a whiteboard here. You'll have the squeeze page, and on that squeeze page you offer something. And with livewithjohnbrewer.com, I don't have it on the sales copy right there, but I will be adding it to where I have an online business toolkit that I'll be giving away. It'll actually have a mind map, a checklist, a cheat sheet, and a resource document to help any person that wants to know how to build their business online. And in that toolkit, you'll have all the necessary components to understand how to build your business. I plan on creating a video. I'll probably take one of these lives and walk through the toolkit. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow night. Is I'll walk through the toolkit live. Now that I think about it, tomorrow is going to probably be on the road. Most likely I'll be doing this from my van because if you're from Utah, you'll understand I have to go from Salt Lake tomorrow morning, drive to Vernal, Utah, which is on the almost to the Colorado border. And I'll be going from Vernal, Utah over to Colville, Utah, and then from Colville to Randolph, and from Randolph home. And so there's going to be a lot of drive time. Chances are tomorrow night I will actually be in my car. So let's plan on my live being from a vehicle. I'll sketch out my note cards. I won't have note cards tomorrow night. So yeah, so tomorrow night we'll actually go through the online business toolkit tomorrow. All right. Hey Edward, good to see you, partner. I loved the live you did. That was awesome, dude. Sorry to hear about the mistake. Edward Haberther, he actually did a Facebook live. Wonderful man, working hard. Anyway, he did a Facebook live and somehow technologically it vanished. It kind of sucks. Been there, done that, don't like it. So I feel your pain, partner. Anyway, that's my shout out for today is Edward doing his Facebook Live. Good job. So anyway, let's back up to foundational funnel because I'm all over the place. So again, foundational funnel, that's takeaway number 2. You're going to have a squeeze page. And on that squeeze page, you're going to have copy, which is usually a headline. In the headline, you're going to talk about the biggest benefit someone's going to get from joining your list. All right? And if you're in a business, if you're an online business, you need to have user error. You know, it probably was user error, Edward, but who knows? Anyway, lost my train of... that's something I need to do, not look at comments. From here on out, I will respond to comments at the end of the at the end of the live. So, back up again. Let's try again. Opt-in page. So you got headline. The headline is talking about your biggest benefit that someone will gain by joining your list. For livewithjohnbrewer.com, the biggest benefit somebody's going to get from joining my list is they're going to get the chance to watch an online business be built live. And I mean that. And I've actually got the note cards. I'll walk you through what I plan on doing. and what I'm going to do in order to make that happen. So that's the biggest benefit. I probably could do a little bit better on the sales copy, or on the sales copy is what it's called, but the copy on the page, give more benefits, maybe some bullet points a little bit better. I know, Liz, if you're going to give recommendations, go ahead, chew me up, spit me out right here, Facebook Live. In fact, I ask you to do that because I want people to see, I want to see it actually be done live. Some coaching. Now, mind you, I pay for her coaching. She doesn't do it for free. I've known Liz now for, can you believe it? It's 6 years this, October? Wow. Anyway, so the sales copy, you're going to have the headline, you're going to have kind of the chunk, you're going to have some bullet points that go into more benefits that people are going to get from joining your list. And that's going to be on, let's see, it'll be on the right side when you're, on the left side. On the left side of the page, I've got to think, because I'm looking at my camera and my left hand is on the right side of the camera. So on the left side of the page is where the copy is. On the right side, you're going to see a picture of my ugly mug and then the opt-in form. All right. So a couple of things that you need to have in order to have a foundational funnel is you have to have hosting. I use Bluehost. I pay for their virtual private server, their VPS service. I pay $30 a month. It's a decent service. Haven't had any problems with it. I probably will change in the future, depending on how things go. I'm still testing a few things out. So the best thing is, the best one that I found was liquidweb.com. Liquidweb had phenomenal service and a phenomenal product. But I didn't have their virtual private server, their VPS service. I had a shared server, and the shared server actually got sold to another company. And so I need to pull that back. I'm rambling here. Sorry. I have note cards to keep me on track, and I need you guys to help me stay on track. Okay. My knees are falling asleep. I gotta move. Anyway, so you gotta have a hosting. You have to have a WordPress. You have to have WordPress. If you watched last night's Facebook Live, what you're going to see on livewithjohnmoreau.com is I used InstaBuilder 2.0 for a plugin to build that web page. And the nice thing about InstaBuilder is it's an what's the word I'm looking for? Templates. It has templates that allow you to build a page. All you have to do is know how to click, type, and save. That's really all it is. So, domain name, I use Namecheap. Hosting, I use Bluehost. My WordPress theme is OptimizePress. These resources will actually be part of that online business toolkit. I use InstaBuilder every once in a while. It's something I'm trying out. So cost-wise, fourth, you're going to need an autoresponder. Aweber and GetResponse are the two big names in the market. Do your research when it comes to that. Hey, Andrew, thanks for joining. Hey, Siddharth. Do your research on your autoresponders. Aweber is decent. GetResponse is good. The problem is they've been having some issues with deliverability lately. So delivering emails. Email providers like Google and Yahoo and Hotmail or Live or Microsoft or whatever their name is now, they're changing things up. And if your autoresponder is not staying up with those changes, you're going to find that your emails are delivered less and less. So do your research on your autoresponder. Anyway, after you get the opt-in page, then you have, well, I do a double opt-in, so I have a thank you page that says, hey, please go check your email and confirm. And then as part of a foundational funnel, you're going to have a one-time offer, or a tripwire is what it's called. Ryan, oh my gosh, my brain just died. Ryan Dice, I think so. Ryan Dice calls it a tripwire. I've called it a one-time offer, an upsell, but it's going to be an offer generally less than $10, $10 to $17. It could be more depending on what you're offering, and it also depends on your niche or the market that you're in. So you kind of need to test these things out. But you're going to have something there that you're going to offer to people and say, hey, thanks for joining my list. Here's a training that I feel could help you better build your business. All right. I don't have that with livewithjohnbrewer.com, simply because I haven't found anything yet. I'm looking into different products that I'm going to throw on the back end to see how they convert. You know, I might do an affiliate offer. I saw a cheat sheet the other day that Barb Ling put together that actually will probably fall in line with what I'm doing here, so I might just do that. But you know, yeah, you're not going to be perfect when you get started. You're just not. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to stumble. You're going to fall. That's okay. In fact, that's great. Why is it great? Because you learn from your mistakes. If you don't make the mistake, you can't learn. In fact, one of the most important lessons that I've learned in my life is who you are now is based on the mistakes you've made in the past. And if you never learned from your mistakes in the past, you never changed. So you want to make mistakes, you want to learn from those mistakes, and you want to be better. Because, quite honestly, how your life is now, I mean, if you're looking at building a business online, it's because you like something about that idea, such as the lifestyle, the income opportunity, stuff to that effect. In order to get that, you have to change something. Perfect example. If you're working at a job, chances are you go to work, you do the tasks assigned to you, and you leave. All right? That's an employee. That's how an employee is supposed to be. The owner, on the other hand, totally different. The owner walks in and he's like, okay, today I need to check out the accounting. I need to make sure that my books are right. I need to make sure that my employees have tasks to do. I need to make sure that my bills are being paid, which is accounting. I need to look at my advertising, see, hey Liz, I need to see, you know, how am I getting new clients, stuff to that effect. So the owner, his mentality is totally different. So you need to be willing to change your mentality from an employee mentality to a business owner mentality. And that mentality is very, very important. And sometimes it's difficult to change, just be honest. You know, I totally lost my train of thought on that one. I forgot it. Okay. I think I've covered the foundational funnel. Oh, foundational funnel. Here's the interesting thing. You know what? No. I'll do this tomorrow night. The online business toolkit there will be a download page put together, and it'll go out in an email. So be looking for that so that you can see what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow night. Let's move on to the next thing. Current project. What is my current project? It's really not a current project. It's actually the entire foundation of my business. How I personally am going to build my business. Sean Mays, or Mize, or however it pronounces it, I don't know. Sean Mize taught me something that kind of stuck with me, is the fact that when you build your business, okay, you have your foundational funnel to start people along the path. But what's going to end up happening is as you build your business, you're going to have chunks, components that you're going to build onto that business and help people move forward to a desired result. My desired result that I want to see people have happen when they join up with me and follow me in my business, I want to teach them how to build a six-figure business. Now, here's the caveat. I don't have a six-figure business. So they're like, well, why should I follow you? Well, here's why I feel like you should follow me. Number one, brand new, making all the mistakes live. You get to see it happen as it's going. You'll see the mistakes I make. You'll be able to take those mistakes and build a better business. Do better than what I've done. I mean, last night I had a total brain fart, as Edward just put, with technology. It happens. But I've studied enough of business. I've actually been a student of business now for 17 years. I've got an accounting degree, so I've had to go to business school for that. I've read business books. I've followed people, Bob Proctor. I've read many, many different books. Dave Ramsey. Just piles and piles of books. I mean, I think one year I read 50-some books. It was unbelievable. Haven't done it since that year, so I'm planning on trying to do that, is get back into reading books. In fact, that reminds me. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, you turkey. Aha! Here it is. Book. A really, really good book to read. 10 Pillars of Wealth by Alex Becker. Really, really good book. Helps you get the mentality part really well. Anyway, so reading a book, and why you should follow me. That's where I was going. I've studied enough, and I'll actually show people live what I'm doing. And that kind of comes back to my third topic, is my framework. What is my framework going to look like? I was watching a webinar, and the gentleman that was teaching it, he's an 8-figure, possibly a 9-figure business owner. Okay, 9 figures is over $100 million. Not sure about that. I think it's more 8. Anyway, he said, if I had to do it over, I'd do 4 products. Number 1, I would have an online course of $97 or more. Number 2, I would build a membership site, and I would sell a monthly subscription. Number 3, I would have a webinar. And number 4, I would have one-on-one coaching. And so what I've done is type 4, type 3, I have these totally backwards. So what I've done is I've mapped out a framework that I'm going to do. Over the next year, now 90 days is me building this live. It's not going to all be complete. The framework, the ideas, everything, that's all going to come out as I'm building this. But what I've done is I said, okay, I'm going to create a course that once a week you will get a report. 3 to 7 pages, sometimes more. but never less than 3 pages. That does not include the cover page, it doesn't include the disclaimer page, it doesn't include the resources page, it doesn't include the special offer page. 3 to 7 pages of solid training on a specific topic. And what I've decided is, I said, you know what, I'm going to do what that 8-figure marketer said. I'm going to build a course, I'm going to build a membership, I'm going to build a webinar, and I'm going to build a one-on-one coaching program. And how I'm going to do that is I am actually going to teach it as I'm building it. And what does that mean? Well, here's an example. Now, this that I'm about to show you, I am actually going to put a link in the email. So if you join the list, if you go to livewithjohnbrewer.com and join up on that list, I'm going to throw out an email tonight with the links for this live and the others. And then I'm also going to put a link in there of a PDF with everything I'm about to show you. So the first 13 weeks, hopefully you can see this pretty good. Product type number 1, online course. What I'm going to do is I've broken down 6 categories that I'm going to build this coaching program or this product around. And it's going to be branding, lists, meaning what types of lists, how to use them, how to market to them, how to build relationships, websites, the technical aspect of the business, how to put together the websites, what type of pages you want in your business, what needs to happen from this step here to where someone learns about you all the way to this step here where you make the sale, and then what happens after the sale. So that's going to be, I don't know if that cut off, but just mind you, my wife just tried to call. My computer just glitched, so sorry guys, I apologize. Anyway, products, in the products section, I'm going to teach about the individual products, all right? What to put where, how to build the products so that you're teaching and also uplifting. And that'll be in the product section. And then the 5th section, or the 5th category, is the blog. How to use your blog. What to put, where to put it, why you should do it. And many, many other things. And then the 6th category, and it's really the most important, but you got to have everything else in place first for the last component, the last category to really work, and that's traffic. So what'll happen is week 1, I will do a branding report, kind of talk about what's important. In fact, I've already written it. It's about how to explode your business knowing your client, knowing your market. Every business has a unique selling perspective. A USP is what it's called. But your unique selling perspective really comes up from knowing your client, knowing your market. If you don't know those things, then everything else doesn't really matter. That's why it's the first report. And what'll happen is you'll get a worksheet to work through and build that. So week 2 will be about lists, and in that one I'll talk about the different freemiums. I call them freemiums. I actually learned that term from Jimmy D. Brown. Liz will know him. A lot of people. Jimmy is a giant in the online marketing world. Anyway, he calls them freemiums because they're free premiums, premium freebies. Anyway, I'll walk through and talk about the different freebies, the freemiums, and how you use them to build a list. All right? And then the third one, the third report will actually go in more in depth about your landing page, your thank you page, your download page of your foundational funnel first. All right. The fourth week we'll actually talk about the product and how to kind of look at it and build it out. Fifth week, talk about the blog. Sixth week, talk about traffic. And then what happens is on the seventh week, I'll actually go back up to branding. But in this case, because I'm going to be working on an online course, we're going to get this back up here close. Because I'm going to be working on an online course, I'll actually go into the branding of how do you brand that online course. Now, mind you, I'm going to be doing a ton of research. Honestly, the research, if you stop and think about anything knowledge-wise, really what is it? It's research and personal experience. Okay? If you've been in the online marketing niche for any amount of time, or in the online marketing world for any amount of time, you're going to find that knowledge is pretty much the same the world over. It's the same. Like, marketing doesn't change that much. There's not a whole lot of new ideas. Maybe a different way of doing things, but I don't know. I may be saying it wrong, but just my point is most of the information is already out there. What's important is how you learn from it and implement it and then teach it. That's what you're doing, all right? Now, not necessarily through online marketing may you do that. Maybe it's about dog training. Maybe it's about fitness. Maybe relationships. I've been married for 17 years. I'm pretty sure that I have some knowledge that might help a ton of people maintain a relationship for 17 years. Now, my wife, she might beg to differ. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We haven't had the easiest of lives, you know? So my knowledge is going to be unique. It's going to be specific as to what I've learned and implemented in my life. So there's many different markets out there. I know one person, Amy Venner. She's I think it was a horse trainer. You'll have to remind me, Liz. I don't remember, but she has something to do with horses. Patricia, she does, I think, horses as well. I can't remember for sure, but Dave Ramsey. I mean, there's a great guy. Everybody knows him. His is finances. I mean, there's so many markets out there. It's unbelievable. I learned one. This really blew me away. So, I mean, you can build any type of business throughout anything. This one blew me away. I don't know how long ago the guy did it, but the guy went out. He paid a writer to write 4 different best man speeches. 4 different best man, just 4. You know, decent ones, quality. He spent money to do that, and he sold them. So 1 sales page, 1 download page, 4 speeches. $37 a pop, and the guy makes over 7 figures a year. Now, I don't know how long ago that was. Maybe he's updated it, maybe he hasn't, so it's kind of hearsay at this point. But that blew me away. So, I mean, potentiality is there. So, the first 13 weeks will be online courses. The second 13 weeks will break down for memberships. The third 13 weeks will be webinars. Oh, let's see if I can get this right. Okay. And then the 4th week will be one-on-one coaching. And so, as I go through and build this core product, that's what I'm going to call it, as a core product. The reason why I call it a core product is because every single week I'm providing a report to my buyers. In that report, I'm teaching quality information that I've personally implemented and tested and done. Okay, it's done, but it's my own personal perspective and experience and results. But on top of that, in those reports, I also have the opportunity to apply a little bit of affiliate marketing. I can find products that work with the category that I'm doing. Maybe I create another product and I sell it in there as well. You know, it's a one-page advertisement about a product, be it an affiliate offer, be it a personal offer, but it's in there, and that gives me a chance to have additional revenue. Also, inside that report, there's going to be a resources page, and that resources page has another opportunity to have affiliate offers, personal offers, things to that effect. And then even in the training, when I give an example, that example is going to be selling something, you know. So, you know, in the first report, I think, I wrote it for so long ago, I can't even remember what I put in there. I know I talked about hosting and I talked about domain names, so I put affiliate links for Bluehost and affiliate links for Namecheap. So there's ways that I can make additional money through the reports. Now, mind you, I'm not just throwing those in there to make the money. It's meant to be an example. Now, if somebody wants to buy something, great, that's awesome, but that's not the main point of throwing that link in there. The main point is to say, here's an example of what I'm teaching you, here's how I did it, here's what I did, and the link is a live link to what I was teaching, and it's generally an offer of some sort. So there's many ways that I am going to be able to monetize this framework. So once a week, touching basis with my buyers, because they get a report once a week for 52 weeks. Okay, that's point number one. Point number two with this framework is the fact that because I have those 6 categories, I now have something to write about and put on my blog once a week. So let's say the report of that week is on branding. Well, I can now create a blog post that ties into the report, and it's on branding, and post it to my blog. So now, not only am I offering a paid product, but I've also got a free product that teaches along the same lines. And it actually pulls them in to wanting to be in this core product to get that report. So the whole point is okay, the blog is there to bring them over to being a buyer. I mean, really, why are we in business? Is because we want to be a buyer. Guys, I have actually exhausted a lot of energy here. I'm not complaining about that. You're probably wondering, what the heck am I doing with this long post? I wanted to teach something important. I wanted to show people that there is a way to build a business and not have to spend thousands of hours. Because quite honestly, the core product requires a sales page, a download page, and the first report. So I've got my first report, I just don't have my sales page up. And if you go to journeytosixfigures.com, I'm actually offering 50% off right now for those that join the pre-launch list. So if you're on that list and you sign up, when I offer the training, offer the core product, you'll actually get the chance to get it at 50% off. Now, my offer is going to be $97. I mean, quite honestly, 52 reports that range from 3 to 7 pages for $97. That's cheap. I mean, quite honestly, it's less than, I think it's less than $3 a report. Quite honestly, let's see here. 52, you know what? I think it's less than $2. less than $2 per report, and you're getting solid training. So, I mean, $97 isn't that bad. I mean, to give you $47 for 50% off, I mean, come on. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, what else can I tell you? As of right now, that's all I'm going to teach. It is possible to build a business, guys. You're going to see that happen right here before your eyes. So please join me live with johnbrewer.com. Go over to the website livewithjohnbrewer.com and sign up to get notifications. I try to keep my Facebook lives somewhere around 7:30 Mountain Time, because that's the time zone I'm in. And if you're not able to make it, great, that's okay. If you are able to make it, awesome. Everybody that's been tagged, listen, I'm not tagging you because I want you to say, hey, look at me. That's really not what it is. In fact, the whole purpose of me tagging you is because I've learned something from you. There are a few of you that I've tagged because you've asked me to, but really I've tagged you because I've learned from you. And anybody that's watching this video, if you go up and you look at those that have been tagged, go through, you're gonna find people in there that are solid teachers, and any one of them can teach you and help you build an online business, just like they have helped me. So that's the purpose of me tagging people in my videos. It's not because I want to bug the heck out of you. Really is because I want people to know that you are a solid teacher, somebody that has a great business that can be learned from and mentored. So those that are watching this, check out those that have been tagged. You're going to learn a lot from them if you do. Those that have been tagged, I hope that you get new clients based off of what I've been teaching. Now, one thing real quick, I wanted to throw out a caveat here. Something's happening. Steve Chase and Chad Edgeser, I think is how he pronounces his name. They're putting out a what's called a private label rights product. So if you want to learn the WordPress niche, all right, and what is the WordPress niche? Well, the WordPress niche is basically the ability to create and sell products that work in conjunction with WordPress. Well, Steve and Chad have actually put together a private label rights product that you can buy, learn from, and implement, and then turn around and sell yourself. That's what a private label rights product is. You buy the rights to be able to sell it or do with it what you want. They're putting it together. I'm going to have a link down in the comments, but I recommend you check it out and pick it up. Great product. I'm actually getting my own copy here in just a moment. Because of all the technical stuff and driving in that, I haven't had a chance to pick it up. So if you get a chance to pick it up, do so, and I will drop a link. Guys, thank you so much for being with me. I honor you, and I honor the time that you spent. I know this was quite a lot, and I hope that you find value in it. If you do, please share this video. Please encourage everyone that you know to watch it, to ask questions, and I'll be back tomorrow night to talk about the Online Business Toolkit. Thank you, and have a great night.